Get a haircut and get a real job.
724, or let your hair grow long and make it all beachy and wavy. That's an option.
And then follow the lead from Don Chibay and Lava, eh, Don?
Yeah, and I thought that maybe you had to have super, super long hair to achieve beach hair, but we got Daniela, right? Oh, good. Daniela, she's actually got more of my length of hair, so I'm happy to know that the hottest trend we can all achieve, right?
Yeah, so you just, you're braiding it, put a little bit of spray in beforehand, and then grab your flat iron, have it all heated up and ready to go, and just...
So we're going to show people how to do that, not to worry. You're doing a braid right now on Daniela, and what you've got is you've separated her hair into 4 segments.
4 sections.
Okay.
Don't be too particular about how you're doing the braids. It all comes out in the wash.
Literally comes out in the wash. So we'll let you clamp that, and let's show people how to do the perfect braid here. Now I think you've actually done, it looks like almost a couple. You've done like reverse braids, almost it looks like fishtail at time. Does it really matter what kind of braid you do?
Not really, no. As you do it a few times, you'll get to see how they all turn out.
Now, for people that are looking to do this at home or even at the beach, a lot of times what they could do is obviously just come out of the water. They've got that salty hair and let it dry. But this is a great cheatier way for people to do it if they're looking to achieve that before they even go out.
Yeah, the salt in the hair is great, and that's why I mentioned earlier about the spray, just to kind of muck it up a little bit, give it a bit more texture, and then you just loosely put the braids in. You don't want to go too serious with it because it will just end up being kinky.
Okay, I'm going to do the spray because we have to get this going. So I love it how all of a sudden, see, I'm like a stylist in training. How am I doing here, Matt?
Yeah, great.
I'm okay.
Great.
Let's get that flat iron going so we can show people the technique right now and how they have to work with that flat iron. And then theoretically, they should be able to take it out.
Mm-hmm. So you take your hot iron. Mine's been heating up for a while, and you just start at the top, and you're just running that through. It'll take a second to get right to the core of the braid because it's been weaved. That's why you want to go a little looser with it. And then just run that up and down. Just feel how hot that is now, probably a little bit longer.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And 4 sections, we should be done.
Fantastic. What I'll do, Thor, is I will tweet out the finished look here of what we've got Danielle going, and maybe we can even show, just as we go to Thor here, how it even is already starting to get a bit of a wave in here. You can definitely feel the heat here, and we'll show you the finished product of our beach look without the beach coming up on Twitter. Speaking of being impressed, you know, in the first segment we saw Matt working on Danielle's hair here, and she had 4 braids in. They flat ironed it and put some spray in it, and look at that, the perfect beach wave. Thank you so much, Danielle. Now you get to go hang out at the beach and look like $1,000,000. Okay, so now we're actually still continuing with our beach wave technique. And Neil, what would be different perhaps from that braided, maybe damp, wait to dry or heat up from what we're doing maybe now?
Well, this is a little bit more polished. The curls end up being a little more smooth with the barrel iron. And
so the best technique, because I mean, first of all, there's no crimping thing, so I don't have to worry about crimping.
Yeah.
So a barrel iron might be a great way for people to achieve that look.
yeah, it's nice and fast. You use big sections and just wrap them around the wand, sort of at an angle, and just roll them away from your face, and it just falls really nicely into a beach kind of look for you.
So when you're doing a beach curl, the idea is that you want to keep it a little bit looser, I'm assuming, that rather than a tight ringlet, for instance.
Yeah, more like a wave than a curl. You know?
Excellent. Now, when we think of the beach, we think of what that great salt water, I say great salt water, I'm probably being somewhat sarcastic. What it does is actually creates a bit of a texture, but not necessarily great for our hair.
No, and we have a great spray. We have a lot of great sprays, but Kevin Murphy's Hair Resort Spray is a really great finishing product for this kind of a look. So you just take your spray and you spray it onto your freshly done curls, and you just kind of scrunch it in a little bit, and it loosens it up a little bit, makes it have that kind of saltwater, sandy beach look.
Because salt itself is not great for your hair.
No, it's not the best, no.
And sun, not great as well. We think of putting sunscreen on our bodies to protect from UV rays, but for hair...
Everybody who colors their hair should use sun protection products. There's a line of products by Davines. There's a body wash and shampoo combo. Cream for using afterwards. It all starts to repair your hair as soon as you come home from the beach. You can take a shower and wash yourself down. The styling products have UV protection built right into them.
So important, obviously, as we protect not only our skin, but our hair. And then I love that you can use it for body wash as well. Thank you very much, Neil. We're going to continue with all of our tips. We'll back up Jared a little bit. Coming up in the next segment, we're going to be also showing how to really jazz up your beach hair. Well, 'tis the season for beach waves, and if you can't hit the beach, Matt, you had a great way for people to achieve that look.
Yeah, 4 braids and a flat iron, a little bit of hairspray, easy peasy.
How long should it take?
10 minutes.
I love it. That's perfect. 10 minutes. Okay, but sometimes you just need a tool, right?
I used the deep waving iron, and I used it to create these lovely beachy waves in her hair. You can just do that kind of a thing. And don't forget to protect your hair from the sun, people.
Such important advice. Okay, what did you do here?
So what we did is I flat iron curled it, straightened out the ends a bit, and just pinned up the side to make it a little dressier.
Absolutely beautiful. And of course, this is a lovely look here.
Yes, it is. We just used a straight barrel wand and a little bit of beach texturizing spray to achieve this look.
Perfect. So that's how you get that texture that you would get from the salty water without the salty water. A little bit of a dressier look here.
Yes. So what I did here is I backcombed it and I just threw it into a nice loose French braid and just tucked it in at the bottom.
What a great fancy way to make something that starts off casual just a little bit more dressy. Okay, and I love this look here.
Thank you. This is Flo, and we just did some beautiful beachy curls, and then I just threw three-stranded braid throughout off to the side.
I love it. Just some of the expertise you get here at Halo. But for some people, Leah, the frizz is a problem.
Yes, so today what we did was a Kerasilk. So it's essentially a keratin smoothing system that we have that reduces all of the frizz from your hair and also reduces some of the curl. So Anya's hair was quite curly and kinky at the beginning. It takes long to do in the morning. So what we did is put this treatment in. It takes about 2.5 hours, and it cuts down on drying time by about 50%. So it's really awesome for the summer. It will take away all the frizzy pieces around your face, and it's great.
Fantastic. So you saw the before. Here is the after. By the way, for more details on Halo Salon, you can check out their website for all of the great expertise. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I love this. This looks beautiful.